Going once, going twice. Sold.
Hi, this is Ferre with TaxSaleSupport.com. I'm here with Swenson, and this is one of our property deal of the day videos where we take a look at different real estate deals we've seen come across the tax sale market.
Yeah, exactly. So for this property, we're actually going to look at a tax deed that's sold in South Carolina.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps.
South Carolina has both tax liens and tax deeds, and this is actually sold through an auction company. There's a large investor there that buys up a ton of liens every year, and then the properties he gets after they have gone through the foreclosure and he's received the deed, he'll go ahead and sell in an auction format. So this was picked up as a tax deed property in South Carolina. It ended up spending about $47,200 for the property.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, which if we're looking at the property, there are several things about it. It looks like it was either it's got to be new in construction, or it's new in remodel, I guess you could say. It could have been remodeled fairly recently, because I see a lot of things on it. The railing, the paint, the siding, all of that looks pretty new. It's got vinyl windows, at least we know, it looks like the roof, everything else looks pretty, looks okay on the property here. And so to pick it up for under $50,000 in a nice neighborhood here is a pretty good deal, especially considering the property is valued at 3 times that amount. So I think the property is probably occupied at this time, which is something else that tells us about the overall condition of the property. It means all the utilities are hooked up, things are working. It pretty well means the property is usable as it is, and so in acquiring it, you're less likely to run into major problems the way you would be if, let's say, the property had sat vacant for the last 2 years. Then that's a different story. Then you have lots of things that can go wrong. But we know that the fact that people are living in it currently, and that it currently has utilities, that we're not going to have a lot of those types of issues.
Yeah, and Shade brings up a good point about the condition of the property. I mean, it looks like to me that if it has been remodeled, it's been remodeled in the last few years. We can also see that it's located on a great cul-de-sac lot. So it's a big lot. We can see all of those mature trees on the property. Picking it up for 32 cents on the dollar, there's still a lot of potential room for profit. And it's probably going to be difficult to find a property this cheap in that area through any other means than through a tax deed auction.
And I'm in $500,000.
So that leaves them around almost $100,000 worth of potential profit. So even if they had to put in 10, 20, 30 grand, there's still a huge amount of profit there. A very good deal. The investor is going to do pretty good on this property.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to do really well. And they probably were using some cues like that to go off of, but the fact that they got it for under a third of value, they did really well with it, because, like Steve said, if anything goes wrong, they've got plenty of room on that and to still have it be a good profitable deal. So yeah, they absolutely hit a home run on this.
Definitely. If you're interested in learning more, and be sure to check out our membership program at TaxSaleSupport.com. Also, if you like our videos, please like, subscribe, ask any questions down in the comment section. It really helps us, get our videos out, and so we'd appreciate any help you guys can give us.
Yeah, you bet. We would love to get your questions or comments below. Thanks so much.